Sometimes, some nights, I just don't want to do this show. Like when I've not had a decent nap. When you get to a certain age, you have to have a nap, especially after work. Most people come home and they eat dinner and then they chill and then they go to sleep. Me, I come home, I chill, I go to sleep, and then I get up and do bedtime stories, which is, probably why sometimes I'm a little grouchy, but that's okay. Good evening and welcome to Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Right here on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis, and Chicago, and the best music of your life. Thank you so much for joining us on Facebook, on everywhere. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. And you know, it's a labor of love. I don't get paid for this. I do this because this is what I love. I love the music, and I love the fact that you all love the music as well. I get that all the time. I said, we really like the music. I said, well, good. I'm glad. I must be doing something right. Coming up in our last hour, we do a little thing we call foreplay. That's four songs by one of your favorite artists or groups, male or female. That is tonight at the last hour of Bedtime Stories. Right now, a song that's near and dear to my heart because it kind of explains how I feel. Contrary to rumor, gigolos, they get lonely too, especially this one, or former gigolo, I should say. Here's Morris Day and the Time on Bedtime Stories. You can imagine in your wildest dreams. Contrary to rumor, gigolos. You. TC. Getting confused here. Oh, I guess they fixed the technical difficulties. TC, what's going on? Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is tonight. I know all of you all are used to watching me on Facebook, but you have an option tonight to watch me either on Facebook, YouTube, or StreamYard. That is, if you have an account with StreamYard. So you're good to go if you do. If not, then YouTube is the way to go. So yes, I will be on all three platforms. Also, I have a account with Twitch as well. So either Facebook, StreamYard, Twitch, or YouTube. Gotcha? Got it? Good. Okay. So with that in mind, ouch. Ooh, that's going to hurt. I need to cut that. If I can find my trusty nippers. I said nippers. Oh, sometimes I get lonely. Sometimes I get lonely. I think of you only. Sometimes I get lonely. Don't even. Two of my favorite songs by the time. I mean, besides the other ones, Cool and all the rest of them. That sometimes I get lonely from the album Pandemonium, which was their comeback when they all got back together. The original seven. Of course, the Little Purple Man was on vocals and guitar on the back of that one. Yeah. So anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Um, Good evening to TC. I was reading something that kind of caught my eye, but I'm not going to read it out loud because I know the I know who it's from, so I'm not going to read it. Anyway, good evening to Big Corn, who I'm surprised he listens to me. I thought he only listened to smooth jazz. You can catch him Sundays at 9 p.m. here on WOSDRadio.com. He's the only one that has not defected totally to Ray Neal Media. So, you know, he's kind of loyal. He's kind of loyal. I have a thing with loyalty. I learned that from Richard Pegee. I have a thing with loyalty. That's all. That's it. That must be that's got to be Troy Anthony. Read this message or you regret it. No, I don't think so. Nah, no, I'm in Inglewood. You in Florida. You're in Florida. Ooh, I'm scared. Anyway, here's the first of two in a row from the Temptations. This is Heavenly with your peanut butter brother and heavily armed Al Greer, Dr. Al Greer. We in Inglewood, okay? Have no fear, Dr. Al Greer is here. You're so funny, Troy. Anyway. Mhm. I'm surprised Big Corn is listening to me. I'm like, really? I heard the guy who hosts this show is wanted for a mass shooting in St. Louis today. Can anyone confirm? That's nobody but you, Troy. That's your signature right there. That is definitely your signature. That's got you written all over it. Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, TC, how are you? Anybody else in the chat room? I guess not. Ever since I put out that message about the technical difficulties. But that's cool. He's cool. He's cool. Yes, it's cool. No. So, mm, yeah. But once again, thank you for joining us. TC, thank you. As always, I appreciate you. Don't forget to tell your friends. Don't forget to share the live video um, on your Facebook page where it says like, comment, and share. Just hit share. Just hit share. And Sonny will thank you. Get it, Sonny, and share? Ha 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 ha. I know. Corny joke, but what can I say? Greer. When you smile. Heavenly, heavenly is when you smile. Don't confuse me with Troy, who sounds like a handsome guy who's way better at radio. Eventually lives in Florida, even though I've never heard. He's never been there. Yep, that's got you written all over, Troy. I tell you, that is definitely you. There is no hiding that. No hiding that at all. Mm-hmm. Hey girl, hey girl. What's your name? I like your style. I like your style. A little while. Rico, suave. What's going on, Rico? Well, I was waiting for more people to come into the chat room, but I just can't wait. Look what came in the mail today. I feel like Rodney Dangerfield in that movie. I just want to go at the end of the movie. Was it Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield? At the end, he goes. So yes, my cap and gown came today. So yeah, I thought the gown was going to be much heavier, but I think I'm just going to wear it out in the street, so people will leave me alone about asking me, what are you a doctor of? What are you a doctor of? Doctor your mama, that's what I am, okay? I brought you in this world and I'll take you out. So I'm going to wear this the rest of the night. And there's absolutely nothing anyone can say now. You remember that movie at the end? You go, I just want to make that face, I finally gurgitated. I mean, graduated. So, yeah. So, yeah. You have to bow down to your doctor. That is me now. Yeah. So there you go. Finally, finally. Oh, wait a minute. I might have to take it off because it'll block the headphones. So I'm getting my I'm getting a real doctorate now. So I will be a real doctor type person. Thank you, Rico. Yeah, I'm a real doctor type person now. So you all will have to call me that. It's in it's an honorary doctorate in communications and community service. This is. Yep. So no more of that DJ stuff. You got to call me doctor now. That's right. Mm-mm. Two in a row from the Tempting Temptations. Hey girl, I like your style. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to JB Bird, whom I went to grammar school with when she was formerly known as Jill Broughton, but she's now JB Bird. I kind of like that. JB, it's like JB Pritzker, but a lot prettier, and of course, about 300 pounds lighter. It's your peanut butter. I say that I tease him because I took a picture with him once, and he did a drop for my show, my B-side show on WVO, and he did a drop for it. I said, "Could you read this?" He said, "Sure thing." Yeah, he's like a combination of Peter from The Family Guy and Fred Flintstone. He's kind of like yeah. He's like but he's kind of cool. He's kind of cool. He's got Juliana Stratton by his side, so he can't be all bad. Now that other guy, what's his name? Yeah, that guy. Yeah, the one who's the farmer. Yeah, you think we're going to trust Illinois to a farmer? Well, stranger things have happened. They trusted the United States to a peanut farmer once. His name was Jimmy Carter. So stranger things have happened. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Here's Luther. And the closer I get to you, that woman, Beyonce. Dr. Hudson, yes. Mm. Yep, yep. It's official. Yep, it's official. Yep, I'm really proud of it too. It's really cool. When I got home, I was having a really messed up day. So I'm like, man, there's just nothing that can make me smile today. Nothing. And then I saw my package outside. I'm like, no, I take that back. Yes. So um, doctorate in theological studies. That's a good thing. I never quite made it that far. I don't know if I ever told you the story. I may have mentioned it once or twice. When I was younger, I wanted to be a preacher, a priest, or whatever. I wanted to be a man of the cloth. That's what I wanted to go into. And then I met this girl, and everything changed from there. Yeah, everything changed um, because I thought in my mind, um, has anyone seen this? You seen been on YouTube to see this guy from Chicago who's evidently doing a radio show with a dollar store cap meant to look like, oh wait, never mind. Yeah, okay. All right, ATP, whatever you pretending to be. ATF Media. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Anyway, no, this didn't come from the dollar store. Trust me. It was more than a dollar. So I always thought that, all priests and preachers and all that stuff, I thought they were pure, especially the priest guys. I was going to be a priest. That's one of the reasons I guess they sent me to Mendel, besides getting a better education. And I was like, I don't want to go there. There are no women there. There are no females. The only time we saw females was in the morning on the way to school and females on the way home on the bus. And I was like, oh no, that'll never fly. That will never fly. No. I ain't gonna be standing up on no bus in front of no girl with a da 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 Woody da 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 da. No. I said I'm not doing that. So um I I talked myself out of it. I said, no, that's not what I want to do. Hmm. Instead, I went into radio and being a disc jockey because they were hoes. So I was like, I fit right in, you know, because they were hoes. I ain't gonna lie, they was hoes. Every DJ I knew, there were a few that were married and still hoes, but I've never met a DJ who didn't have a wife and a girlfriend. I can name a few off the top of my head, but I'm not going to. So, but I know a whole bunch of them. They just sworn to fun, loyal to none. It's hard to be in a profession like this and just have one woman. It really is. You have to be, well, first of all, she has to be the bomb diggity. She has to be like, you know, Takara Jones fine. She got to be like hella fine for you not to cheat on her. And even in some cases, yeah, the guys still cheat on their women, no matter how fine they are, which I don't understand. I haven't figured that out yet. It's like, how do you, like, it's the Sister Teresa. Good evening, the Sister Teresa. I think it's time to celebrate and have a smoke out, if you don't mind. But anyway, like I was saying, it's like I thought, hey, if I'm going to be a man of the cloth, then I need to walk the walk and talk the talk. But everybody I knew, was not a straight up one woman guy. None of them. None of them. I was like, well, I guess I'm in good company, right? Yeah. So, but things. What are we celebrating? I'm a real doctor now. I's a big doc now. I got my cap. I got my gown. Got my sash. Yeah. Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah. Yep. Yep. This is my real doctor hat now. So, well, my graduation cap. So yeah, I'm really a doctor. Yeah. Now you really got to call me. Oh, doctor. Yeah. Say it. The doctor. Doctor. Yeah, doctor. I was Dr. Al, but I had to divorce her to be happy because she was narcissistic. Oh, you have one of those too, huh? Yeah, yeah. Will there be a celebration? Yes and yes. Um, I will actually be celebrating on, hold on, I'll give you the date. The date will be October, November. The date will be December 17th. That will be the celebration at 2669. No, what is the address? 2544 83rd Street at the place called the New Look Restaurant. I usually have an annual birthday party. So it'll be my birthday party slash, you know, doctor party. So that's on the 17th. That's at the New Look Restaurant, 2544. There it is, 2544 East 83rd Street from 11 a.m. till 4. Okay. If you're in town, come on down. You know, so you'll be there. Well, cool. That's what I'm talking about. And of course, special and invited guests will be Gene Chandler, Richard Steele, and other radio and recording artists and personalities. So yeah, even Troy's invited, but not that he would come, but that's okay. You're invited anyway, Troy. We might need some comic relief later on. Yeah, I DJ'd there a couple of times. So did I. I've had a relationship with them for the past 4 or 5 years, I'd say. And each one of my brunches have been there for the past 5 years. So, you know, the one of the guys, he was the father of what is it, Hadia Pendleton. That was his daughter that was killed by an idiot who was probably doing life. So I can meet Richard Steele, who won't know talent if it smacked him in the brown eye. There you go. Yep. Hey, Ronnie. Good evening, Ronnie. How are you? Troy. Yeah. Yeah, you better be wearing a suit of armor that day, not just a bulletproof vest, a whole suit of armor. Because you talk stuff like that in person, boy. I know a couple of retired cops are just itching to, go upside somebody's head. Yeah. Shout out to Mike Sugar D. Richardson. Yeah. What's with the cap? It's my graduation cap. I'm now a doctor for real, though. It goes with the gown. Cap, gown. Yeah. Don't believe that. Thanks, Brother Sid. Thank you. That's what I want to hear. Congratulations. Not what's with the cap. Really? Barry Eugene Carter White. That is love making music right here on Bedtime Stories with the Peanut Butter Brother, Dr. Al Greer. Saying hello to Rico Hudson, aka Rico Suave. Also to Ronnie, to Sidney Brooks, my brother from another mother, and of course Troy Anthony on Comic Relief. he said, he said, oh, everybody's like, "What's with the cap?" I said, "Well, this is my graduation cap. It goes with the gown." Instead of people saying congratulations, what's with the cap? Duh. What's with the cap? It goes with the gown and the sash and the piece of paper that's in that big folder thingy. Yeah, that's what it is. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. I guess I can tell you guys about this, and I won't be jumping the gun. On December 17th, that will be my annual brunch, which is going to be at the New Look Restaurant, 2544 East 83rd Street, starting at 11 a.m. So we hope to see you guys there, 2544 East 83rd Street. For those of you who are down out of town, we'll put you up for the weekend. Yeah, I got a nice floor you can sleep on. Troy. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to J.B. Bird, also to Carla Hampton Burdine, whom I went to grammar school with. And Ronnie is like, oh, what's with the cap? Yeah. I's a real doc now. Yeah. So you will have to address me as such. Here's the late Johnny Guitar Watson. And I just want to ta-ta you, baby, on Bedtime Stories. Bam, 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 ba, bam. What's up with you, Carla? We fell in love so fast. Yes, the cap goes with the gown. So, yeah. Troy said it makes you look like a member of Elf Affair, whatever, taking donations at the intersection. Yeah. Thanks. That means it looks good. I'll be back. I need to get some water. Troy got me parched up in here. And he's back. That's okay, Ronnie. It's nice to know your sisters support you. Where's the cap? Yeah. Glad I'm not sensitive, Ronnie. What's with the cap? What are you, a Black Panther now? Yes, I'm graduated Black Panther, yes. Funny. Yeah, you support me. Yeah, right. So Ronnie and her friend came up to Williams Inn Pizza, right? So I was sitting with them, talking, had my music going. So my boss texts me and says, what are you, on a date or something? Well, first of all, You didn't want me to talk. So, Brian Furious Frazier, thank you. See, that's what you do. You come in and you congratulate. You don't hate Ronnie. You congratulate. That's what you do. What's with the cat? What are you on a date or something? Yes, I'm on a date with two women. You should try it sometime. At least try one. You know, at least try one woman. You know, needless to say, my boss, he hasn't touched a woman in over 40 years. I think the last one he touched was his mother, and that was about it. When she was pushing him out. And that was it. Had them thinking that. I know, right? I'm on a date with two women, right? And I'm supposed to be working. But he's a smart ass anyway. It's like, I stay there. I've stayed there as long as I have because I don't pay any attention to him. With the with the money that he's paying me, it don't matter. You can say what you want to. Shoot, that's paying my rent. So say what you got to say. Yeah. And it's cool until I find something else that's paying, as much or more. But if he said, yeah, when you talk, it sounds like a club. So don't wish nobody happy birthday or nothing. I said, sure thing. I won't say a word. I'm there from 7 to midnight? What is that, 5 hours? And I get, that much money, you will never hear my voice. Right around the corner from me, I got to come hang out. I got to come hang out with you. Do he still own Jeffrey Pub? Yep, he do. Still own Jeffrey Pub. Yep. Yep, you know it. You know what's going on. That pub love. I was offered a job at the Jeffrey Pub at least once. What was that, once a month or something like that? I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. It wasn't enough money for me to. No, it just wasn't enough money. Just not enough money. Mm-mm. At least with Williams and Pizza, there are some actual women who come into the club. I'm just saying, there's some, but I'm just saying, if I could get something else, trust me. But, first of all, it's right around the corner from the job. So I leave VON and go straight to Williams and Pizza on Friday. And I'm there in like 10 minutes or less. So that's cool. That's one thing. Another thing, of course, is the money. They have some great food in there. But, the people who come in there, it's downtown. So they're kind of, but it's downtown. But, I just laugh at them. Their hair, makeup, and eyelashes look better than mine. I know, right? I just couldn't put up with it. It was like, mm-mm. And as soon as I told somebody I was DJing at the Jeffrey Pub, it's like, oh, are you? Oh well, it's like no, it's just a job, you know. But you know, I felt a certain way. I felt a little uncomfortable, so I didn't return, you know. So that was it, you know. Al may as well have been those types of people he described in the clientele. Yeah. But anyway, you know, I mean, I'm a father, a grandfather, a former husband, you know, all of that stuff, you know, all that macho shit. So, you know, I just wasn't feeling the vibe, you know, not feeling their vibe. So I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. Nah, let Casper do it. You know, he's you know all nations DJ. You know, see what it is? The whispers in love is where you find it, and sometimes when you're not even looking. You know, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. I was telling everybody off air that I was offered a job once over at the Jeffrey Pub, but I just wasn't quite comfortable. Um, I'm not a homophobe, but sometimes you kind of draw the line. It's like, this is not for me. Plus the money wasn't right. So if the money was right, then maybe I could stay a little bit longer. But it was like, I can't do this. Nah. So when the Williams Inn Pizza gig came up, I'm like, I could do this. They own the Jeffrey Pub, but Jeffrey Pub doesn't come up in Williams Inn Pizza. Well, occasionally they do, like at the end of the night. So when we're closing, so that's the best time. You know, not and don't get me wrong, because all I have friends out there that get down like that. It's just that I don't. you know, it's like I go one way and they go the other way. You know, I don't follow them. But then again, I've seen some that are passing, and well, anyway, this song says it all for me. The season for girls, real girls. Sometimes the fake ones too. But anyway, it's Peanut Butter Brother. It's the season for girls. He wasn't referring to it, and it wasn't Polish people. No, Polish people. Let it go. I know, right? Mm-mm. I don't know. Are there any Polish, Bobby Vinton? No, he was all man, I guess. So, but yeah, you don't hear about that. If they are, they're really on the down low. So it is what it is. But but like I said, the money is good. The money is good at Williams and Pizza. It wasn't as good at the Jeffrey Pub, so I had to turn that down. Um, plus, plus this guy who had been chasing me for years was up there. He's the manager. He said, this is my club. Okay, so what are you saying? This is my club. Okay, it's your club. Cool. So that was another reason why I didn't return. I'm like, okay, you ain't even trying to pass, are you? Good evening. It's Cherie Yvette Withers Banks. Ta-da! Ta-da! That's her right there. I left the paper in the chair that she sat in on Saturday on purpose. Now it's sitting on top of my sash and my gown. This is my graduation hat. Have you ever heard of Wayne Gretzky or Rob Kanowski? They were? For real? I thought Wayne was, well, I guess because they played, Wayne played hockey. I guess you thought, you would think, macho, macho man, I want to be anyway. But, they do what they do, and that's it. I just don't get into that. You know, I had a couple of students who were like that at Kennedy King. Um, male and female, as a matter of fact. So, at first it bothered me, and after a while, they started calling me uncle. So it's like, oh, okay, I'm cool. Polish people are by far the most macho. It's why we dominate at all sports. Yeah, right. Troy, unplug your phone. I know, right? Macho, macho man. Do, 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 do. Most macho, yeah. Sure they are. Mm-mm. But anyway, stop calling me a stalker and I won't have to unplug it. Calling me like a stalker. Oh my goodness. Troy, you gonna get it, boy. If you come to my birthday party / graduation party, boy, you gonna get it. You are going to get it, sir. Yep. Those women are going to get you, sir. Mm-mm. She's all over me like a lampshade. Yeah, you wish. Oh no. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Let me try this virtual background. See what we get. Let's try this one. For best performance, we recommend using a green screen. Well, I don't have one of those. I got a blue one though. Let's see what happens. Ah, there it is. Yeah. It looks funny. It looks funny. Let's try the background blur. That's kind of cool too. I like that one. Okay, how about none? Okay, let's go back to none. Mm. I'll take over your party. My grandson is on the third. Oh, okay, cool. Cool beans. Macho, macho man. Mm. You're about as macho as my brother, Chat Daddy. But anyway, the Chat Daddy. Yeah. This is the season. Girl. That's what happens when you get too close to the mic. You get feedback. Maybe I should take my hat off, right? I have on my graduation cap. Got my cap and my gown. I'm good. I'm a real doctor now. Yes, you will have to address me as such. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. The show is designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Hello to Ronnie. Thanks for checking in. I appreciate you. Even though she talked about my cap along my gown, she didn't even see the gown. It's kind of cool. It's kind of light. I always thought the cap and gowns were a lot heavier. Well, not the caps, but the gowns. It shows you, what happened with me. I never quite finished school, so this is kind of a treat to me. So, anyway, it is that time again. Time for what, Al? You say? The Grubhub delivery dance. That's what's up.
Get the food you love with perks from Grub What You Love.
No, I grew up what you love, I tell you. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories in WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis in Chicago, and the best music of your life.com. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. I think it's time to take my cap off. I got my cap and my gown. I was going to put the gown on, but it's a little warm in this apartment, which I kind of like because when it does get cold outside, I'll be straight. I'll be walking around here bucky naked. Yes, I will be. All by myself too. That's a shame, I tell you. It's a shame, all of this going to waste. Here's Jerry Butler and Brenda Lee Eager, Ain't Understanding Mellow, on Bedtime Stories for Brother Fahim. Oh, DoorDash is paying Al $5 a week to play the Grubhub song. If that's what you think, okay. Angie Martin Turner. Yep, if that's what you think, okay. Which is why I play that song religiously every time I'm on the air. You're absolutely right. I'm walking away with my church finger up. Come on, Angie, ask me what the cap is for. Yeah, ask me something really, really smart too. And they adjusted it too to my head. Cherie Withers Banks. That's my girl. That is my girl. It's my girl. Yep. Not the church finger. Like, yep. I saw that paper. I was like, I couldn't do nothing but I just froze. Like, I started to take all the papers, but that would not have been right to just snatch them all. But I was like, I was just with her. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was like, that is so cool. That is so cool to be on the cover. Did you get one and read the I never even read the article yet. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't read the article. You know, I have not read the article, but when I saw that paper, I was like, good gracious, ass bodacious. Thank you, Nellie. Yeah, I was like, mm, mm, mm. She was just with me on Saturday, and here she is in print and in color too, and a very pretty picture of her. I'm like, um, she's not dressed as Whitney in that picture, nor was she dressed as Whitney when she came to my house the other night, or the other day, I should say. Don't say night, because and you think it's some funny business going on, especially Troy. But anyway, I was like, wow, wow. I feel, yes, I feel a certain way, I tell you. Yeah, I feel a certain way. She was in my house. She sat right there in that chair. Mm-mm-mm. I must be doing something right. I must be. Anyway, if anybody knows Mike Finney, let him know that those pictures are not going to hang themselves up. But thank you for giving them to me. I can't complain. You know. Yep. Wow. She was in my house. Mm-mm-mm. I know she couldn't wait to get away from me. He's like, he crazy. Uh-uh. I was like, oh my God, you were just so gorgeous. She was like, okay, yeah, okay, let me go. She thought I was on some Jeffrey Dahmer stuff that I was gonna eat her. No, no. But I still, that still blows my mind. I'm like, okay, one day she's in my house, the next day she's in the paper. So you're not crazy. Thank you. She said I'm not crazy. Shut up, Ronnie. Why I gotta be crazy? She's right, yeah. Or she's right that I'm not crazy. Okay, thank you. But it's a blessing being in the paper. Yes, definitely. You are definitely are. What am I? Crazy? Okay. Hey, Alice. Mm-mm. Leroy Hudson, and so in love with you, right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to Alice Norris. Thank you for joining us. And of course, Cherie Yvette Withers Banks, who was in the paper the other day. Citizen, as a matter of fact, a Chatham Citizen. It says local woman looking for a kidney donor. So if you know her on Facebook, even if you don't know her and you think that you're a match, she's looking for a kidney, ladies and gentlemen. So help her out. You know, help her out. I really appreciate it because she's such a nice lady. She put up with me the whole time that she was in my apartment. You know, I didn't, I wasn't really touchy feely, but I was like, can I have another hug? She was like, get your old butt out of here. Anyway, coming up in our next hour, we're going to do a little thing called Foreplay. 4 songs by one of your favorite artists or groups. All right, cool. Here's our friends from Memphis, Tennessee, the Barcades, and Anticipation, right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Emphasis on the doctor, right? Yeah. Yes, please. Please help, Cherie. Please. Yeah. If you can, please. If you can't, I understand. So that's it. Mm-mm. When you're near me. I love her. She is wonderful. You have to see her when she does Whitney. Me, I've seen her do Whitney. You know, I've seen her do Whitney, and it's like you forget that, excuse me, you forget that she's not Whitney. It's like, it's like Whitney resurrected through her. I mean, she has the mannerisms and everything down pat. It is just, it's just amazing. It really is. She has the coolest commercials. Lauren Underwood, she's running for Congress. She has the coolest commercial. All the rest of them, and then he did this, and he's against abortion. Hers is just cool. She's just walking through, and it's so cool. I'm like, they spent some money on her commercial. They spent some money. The rest of them, they just, Mary Kay O'Brien and all these, like, I'm like, go ahead. Lauren Underwood, she gonna win. Commercials alone. She got the best commercial. Even if she don't win, she's got the best commercials. You know, that other one for the peanut farmer. Well, not the peanut farmer, but the farmer with Charles Thomas on it. It's scary. It is really scary. You know, he he's like he says he's a farmer. A farmer. What has J.B. Pritzker done? And he looks at the camera like he's He's been running things for the past 4 years. That's what he's been doing, you know. And the other guy's a farmer. I'm like, really? I'm performing at Casper's event December 17th called The Best of the Best. Yeah. All the ones are against J.B. Pritzker. I know, right? I know. I know it's kind of late and Ronnie probably already has her bra off, but I need a plunger. And I hate to leave the house right now in the middle of the show to get a plunger. But my toilet stopped up and I really wanted to use it. But, you know, I'm sure no one will bring me a plunger. So, but it's cool. They paid Charles Thomas a lot of money to say that. I'm sure they did. He looks, he looks creepy doing it. He really does. You know, it's like he's a farmer. A farmer. What has J. Pritzker done? Obviously, no farming. You know, he's a farmer. Okay. So, what are you trying to say, Charles Thomas? You're 5 minutes late. Of course, I'm always late. It's cool. I understand. I understand. Trust me. Mm-mm. I understand. Women are always complaining they can't find a good man. I hear it all the time. It's because they don't want a good man. They just don't. I know that for sure. There's a young lady I work with. I'm like, you know, yeah. Mm-mm. Yep. Oh, you never said you were looking for a good man. Okay. But there's this lady I work with, and who remain nameless. It's like I don't believe she's even looking for a man. She thinks all men are idiots, and that's how she comes across. You know, and that's definitely how she comes across, and that's cool. That is cool because that's how some women are. They think that we're all idiots. It's like once you get your degree, everybody else is stupid to you. I get it. I understand. But sometimes, yeah, she's been hurt. Yeah, she's definitely been hurt, and I see it. You know, yeah, she just thinks we're all idiots. I said, that cough sounds really bad. You should let me come over and put some Vicks on your chest. Ah, okay. Well, suffer then. Your chest is up here. I didn't say let me come over and squeeze your breasts. I'm like, okay, but we're all idiots. We say stupid stuff, and that's it. Because we're all idiots. We have no home training. Our mothers didn't train us how to talk to women or none of that. So two in a row from the Barcades. Attitudes. It's what describes you, baby. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Thank you so much for joining us. Brother Fahim, he says, coming very soon. Arkansas Red will, what? I didn't see the rest of it. Yeah, I'll have to read that later. He's coming back to Chicago. Is that what it is? Well, he's going to be preaching. Oh, okay. Check that out. I would love to hear that. I would love to hear that. He said the subject of his text is Ain't Understanding Mellow. Oh, no wonder. Okay. He's gone from playing the blues to preaching. I ain't mad at him. Anyway, Ronnie was saying about the young lady that I worked with, whose name will remain nameless. It said she's been hurt. Now, a lot of women out here have been hurt by men, and they just assume that all men are alike. And they will put that man in the category with the other knuckle heads in the basket. And I get it. I understand, but when it comes to me, I think I'm above average. I really do. I don't think and you can ask my niece because, I can say some stupid stuff. She's like, Unc, that was kind of stupid. I said, yeah, it was, wasn't it? That's that inner stupidity coming out, when I say something like that. And I will agree with her. I say a lot of stupid stuff because, that's how I feel sometimes. And it doesn't always have to make sense. We all say stuff that we really don't mean. But I said what I said the other night, and she was like, you really believe that? No, but it sounded good coming out of my mouth, saying something stupid as opposed to, me being Mr. Smarty all the time. So, yeah. But at least I can admit when I say something stupid. Most guys will be like, well, what did I say? I was trying to be right. You were trying to be what? Yeah. Trying to be disrespectful. That's what it was. Here are the four tops. One woman man. That's me. One woman at a time. It's bedtime stories. Anywho, yeah. You see what I said about the creeper that inboxed me last night. The man didn't know me from a can of paint. I know, I get that. I understand that. I really do. I really understand that. Um, I understand it. I get it. We do say some weird stuff. I admit that. You know, I can say some crazy stuff at times, but I admit to it. You know, especially when somebody points it out that I said something stupid. It's like, did you hear what you just said? What did I say? You don't even listen to yourself. Nope. Contrary to rumor, I don't listen to myself. And every now and then I will say something that really doesn't make any sense out of, you know, out of either boredom or frustration or dare I say it, loneliness, you know. And that's it, out of boredom, I say some crazy stuff, you know. So, you know, but that's the difference, Troy says some stupid stuff and he means it. I say some stupid stuff and it's like I really didn't mean that. Being bad at reading and speaking kind of makes radio a bad choice for you. But I've been doing it for 40 years. How long have you been doing it, Troy? And where did you come to learn to do radio? A school that I was teaching at. So your comments mean what? Nothing. They are moot. But nice try, though, you know. I mean, I'd be the 41 years. Yep, that's how long I've been doing radio. 41 years. You're absolutely right. So, you know, my reading skills aren't always up to par, but when I do a commercial, I get paid for it. Yeah, I do get paid. And well, a guy brought me some money the other day for doing a commercial, 30-second commercial. It was one of the goofiest commercials I'd ever done, but I got paid for it. His The name of the song was called "The Hokey Pokey," and I got paid for it. The Hokey Pokey. I was in radio before I got to KKC, and I didn't have you as a teacher. I actually thought you were a janitor for a while. No, I was the operations manager of the radio station that you worked at. Next. But that's funny, though. Yeah, he thought I was the janitor, Ronnie. Isn't that funny? I know, right? The janitor. Oh. Uh, Not wearing those suits, I wasn't no janitor. Mm-mm. But that's funny. That's the stuff I've been talking about. You know how men say stupid stuff and they don't take it back and they don't you know you know at least when I say something that someone points out and says, that was kind of whack what you said. I said, oh, okay, cool. You're right. But the janitor. Oh no. Yep. I am. How can I put it? I am really proud of what Richard Deal, Sean Knight has done with his career. You know, every time he comes to town, hey, Unc, I'm in town. Okay, tell me where you're going to be and I'll meet you. He is one of my favorites. Him, Jushan, a couple of other ones that came up under me. But yeah, Sean Knight is the name he's going by. Because there was a Richard Steele, so Richard Steele sounded too much like Richard Deal, so he went with Sean Knight, and he's been doing very well. I couldn't be more proud of him. Like I said, every time he comes into town, he has to see Uncle Al, and it's truly a blessing to to have my students to still come see me. You know. I truly, I love it. I love it. Especially when they're doing well and they reach back, you know, and look for me. That's really cool, and I thank them for that. That just warms my heart. Kim Daisy Deschelle is what she goes by. Um, Daisy's doing well. She's at CSU, Chicago State University. All of them are doing well. All of them that stayed in the business. That didn't just throw their diplomas away. I couldn't be more proud of them. And just to still be called uncle is kind of cool too. You know, but it's and that's how they introduced me. Oh, this is Uncle Al. Like they don't know me from a can of paint, but there you go. It makes me feel. You know, I love the respect. I really do. I love the respect. You know, so. Mm-mm. Freddie Jackson, love is just a touch away. I wish it were for me, I tell you. Love is just a touch away. I keep telling myself that all the time. Love is just a touch away, Al. Just a touch away. Yeah, right. Foreplay is closer than love for me, I tell you. You I, yeah, and it's funny because my so-called friends are always talking about me. They're like, "Why are you always putting your business in the streets?" I said, "Look, first of all, my life is a open book. Now, if someone wanted to find something out about me, all they had to do was go to Facebook. All you have to do is do a Google search on me, and everything that I do and who I am and how long I've been doing it, it comes up. You Google search Al Greer, all of my information comes up. Everything but my marital status. How a person found my marital status, I just don't know. This lady who had to dig deep. I saw a video and you were talking about your wife. I'm like, and then for Cherie to ask me about my wife on Saturday, I'm like, my wife? That's a good question. I have no answer for that. You'd have to ask her, you know. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not at my wife's house. That's about it. I'm at my house. She's at her house, or she's at our house, and I'm at my house. So that's it. So what else can I say, ladies and gentlemen? So if that's if that's what you all want to go by, then that's fine. Just say you just don't want to go out with me. Don't go digging dirt like you Columbo or something. Detective Davis, I tell you. It's Marvin Gaye. Come live with me if you want to. I'll give you keys. Come live with me. I'm like you dug deep, boy. I'm like, really, lady? Just say I don't have time for that. Okay, well, you know, give me my money for the Chinese food that I paid for the other night then. How about that? You know, since you're doing investigative reporting, what are you, Pam Zeckman or something from Channel 2? What? You Chuck Gowdy from Channel 7? I'm like, really? Okay. You know, you just talked yourself out of a good time. That's about it. So, been verified tells all. You know, I'm like, really, lady? I just bought your dinner, and you gonna diss me? Okay, okay, that's how you get down. You know, my niece even said, "Go ahead, pay for her dinner, huh?" Oh, okay. You know, I said, never again. I'm done. You know, and I hate to say that as much as I love women, I just have to I just have to step back. I just have to say, no, I can't, I can't do this no more. I can't do it anymore. No more. I am done. I just can't, you know. It's like you know, every time I get close to somebody, you know, or think that I'm getting close to them, it's like they just flake out and they run the other way. I'm like, what is it? You know, it's like I thought we were having a good time. I thought we had a good conversation. I thought things were going well, and then all of a sudden I don't hear from them anymore. I'm like, okay, so am I supposed to, I'm at a loss. I'm like, so what is it that I'm supposed to be doing at this point? Am I supposed to be pursuing them? Or do I just step back and say, oh, well, it didn't work out? You know, I had a guy friend say, until God taps him on the shoulder, he's good. And that's just it. It's like, look, I I try to be a gentleman at all times. When I go out with somebody, when I invite somebody out and I have, breakfast, lunch, or dinner with them, I try to go above and beyond. This goes back to when I was working in Gary. I was working at WLTH in Gary, and I took this young lady out named Gia. Gia was gorgeous. She was beautiful. I pursued her like nobody's business. We went out, thought we had a good time. We went back to our house. I was a gentleman. I didn't have my hands all over her. And I tried calling her. She wouldn't answer her phone. Every time I called. So finally, the young lady that hooked me up with Gia, who just happened to be Gia's cousin, who worked with me at the station, she finally told me what the deal was. She said, Gia thought that you were not interested because you didn't grope her, because you didn't try to kiss her. You didn't try to stick your tongue down her throat. You didn't grab her ass and her breasts. So she thought you were gay. So that's what being a gentleman got me. I said, well, I wasn't raised like that. But you got to think, she was from Gary. So therefore, she was used to that, you know. So at the end of the night, I was supposed to grab her ass and stick my tongue in her mouth. And when I didn't get a call back. I was like, okay. But I didn't know that at the time. If I had known that, maybe I probably would have, grabbed it in a tasteful way, like, come here, girl. Not, come here, girl. So, you know, Gia Marie Hunt and I never had another date. That was it. That was the end of it. She thought that I was gay because I didn't grab her. Go ahead, Troy. It's open. The floor is open for jokes. But, I was hurt. You know, I didn't even live in Gary. So I had to stay there for the night just to go out with this girl. I was still in Chicago. What's going on, Russ? Shake and bake. What's going on, man? So when I didn't grab her or do anything, it was like, okay. So that was the end of it. That was the first and last date that her and I went on. And that was it. And that was years ago. And I still remember her, excuse me. And that's just it. I still remember her name. That's what makes it so bad. You know. But once again I thought, we had a pretty good date. And I was a gentleman the whole time. I opened doors and everything. So, yeah. So that was it. And that was years ago. I never even saw her on Facebook or anything. All I know is she probably fell off the face of the earth. And, I have not had any good luck with women recently. None whatsoever. They like to, look up my past. They're like, oh, I see you're still married. Separated. Yeah. There ain't no ring on my finger, no shackles on my feet, nothing like that. Russ will tell you, I came to his birthday party looking for somebody to go home with, okay? Russ had some hammers there, boy, that night. He had a whole man. I was like, yeah, I'll be at your birthday party this year, bro. I was like, dang, okay. But I don't see how they it's like, okay, I paid for your dinner. Can I get at least a little credit for that? I don't often do that. And it was because my niece said, "Hey, why don't you?" Okay, sure, okay. And what did it get me? Nothing. It got me looked up and down, and I'm like, dang, I hadn't been probed that much in 12 years since I was at 26 in California. I'm like, good Lord, can a brother get a break? So at some point, I guess I just gave up. That was the last straw for me. You know, I'm even kind of shy about sending out my good morning text messages. I'm a little shy about doing that. It's like, well, what's the use? 9 times out of 10, they don't text me back anyway. You know, and it's just saying good morning to people, not because I want something. It's a good morning when you wake up and you got, breath in your lungs and uh, the use of all your limbs and everything else. It's a good day. It's a good morning. But I tell you, these ladies here, I tell you, you know, these women, and they always talking about how bad we are. We don't do this, and we're not attentive, and we're not. What is we're not sensitive. And then when we are sensitive, we're being a punk. So you can't win for losing. Okay, if I'm such a punk, okay, what's rude? It's the truth. They rather God be punching them in the throat than sticking their tongue down your throat. Can't get close enough. The Moments, Ray Goodman and Brown, and Inside of You, right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Thank you so much for joining us, as always. My good friend, Russell Shake and Bake Baker. Man, if you're still singing, I wish you would invite me to some of those places where you sing because, I just want the leftovers, the women that you don't take home with you. I just, or the numbers that you don't get. I just want the leftovers. I know you got a woman and everything. Let me, not disrespect you like that. But I'm just saying, I'm sure after you perform somewhere, after you have done your best Luther song, that there are a lot of women that are they are willing to follow you home. And my thing is, and it's just like Eddie Murphy said, just sing. You don't even have to look good. You'd be like Shaba. Just sing or rap. I mean, look at Jay-Z. He ended up with Beyonce. Jay-Z is not the most handsome man in the world, especially with that hairstyle he's got, looking like Sideshow Bob. But he got a woman. He got one of the finest women in she can't sing, but she's fine. That's all I got to say. I'm off my soapbox now, Ronnie. Here's New Edition. Can You Stand the Rain? It's Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Boom, boom. Business marriage. Yeah, you got that right. You got that right. I'm like, oh my God. Ew. Yucky, yucky. He's back. What did Troy have to say? Nothing. Okay. Mm-mm. But I mean, I like to think of myself as being, not looking his age type thing, but everybody else would disagree, I guess. You know, just interesting, But like, okay, you can see some of the most butt ugly guys with the finest women. What is it? The women could be dressed to the T, dressed to the nines, and the guy have a baseball cap on and a jersey and some sagging jeans. But he got a nice car. Oh yeah, he got a car, boy. I agree. You look way older than 65. Thank you, Troy. Oh boy, I'm glad I'm not sensitive. You know, but that's funny. That is truly funny. Mhm. You say way older than 65. Yeah. It's almost time for me to eat the rest of my food that I had for dinner. I'm going to be a pig. Might as well. I mean, these guys are letting themselves go and they still getting women. So I'm like, okay, what the hell? What am I doing? Why am I trying to stay slim and trim? For who? Yeah. Who am I trying to stay slim and trim for? Mm-mm. My, but yeah, that's definitely a business marriage. It's gotta be. He's like, yo, B, you got money, I got money. We put our money together, we got money. Like, okay. And that's the story. I got money, you got money. You fine, I'm not so fine. Let's make a kid together. Like, dang, is that what it takes? Once again, I must be missing something. I'm doing something wrong. Catherine, yep, I must be doing something wrong. These guys are getting over. You know, some of them they had the dreads and the braids and the baseball caps turned to the bag pants hanging off their butts, $300 Jordans on, and they got the finest women. But I look at it this way: maybe I don't. th- that's what they attract. They attract that type of woman. So I don't want that type of woman. Because if she's materialistic like that, or she likes that style of dress, then she's definitely not for me. So she's definitely not for me. You know, me, I put on a suit, I put on a hat, matching everything. So, that's just me. I was doing a party once and my niece wanted me to say, "What? You need to get out of the suit. You always look like you going to church." I said, well, that's my style. These other guys with the baseball caps and the sagging pants and the gym shoes, that's their style. But that's not me. I'm not dressing in my little brother's clothes. I'm not doing that, you know. So that's it. I am not dressing like that. She made me buy this little shirt with a pocket on the front of it and she said, "You got some nice jeans?" I'm like, "Well, okay." And that was it. Slick Vic. So I wore it that night. Um, and I cannot tell you how uncomfortable I was. You know, she's like, "Why you got to wear the Stacy's all the time?" I said, "Because Stacy Adams, Florsham, they're the best shoes. You know, that's it. I got Stacy's, I got Florshams, I got, that's what I wear. I'm not trying to do that. I've never dated baseball, baggy, and J's. Well, that's good. Yeah, I didn't wear that when we were dating. So, you know, even when I was working for Ameritech, they made us wear, shirts with the Ameritech logo on it. When I was working for Radio Shack, same thing. We were always in uniform, in shirts, either the polo shirts or the Oxfords, with the button-down collar. I didn't care for that, you know, little boy style. That's all I wear. Stacy Adams. That's what I'm talking about. I love that. Ruben Studdard and Layla Hathaway. If this world were mine. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to Victor Jackson, Slick Vic, Ken Watlington, and of course, Catherine Laverne Flowers. She said, I never dated baseball, baggy, and J's, meaning guys with their caps to the back, wearing $300 Jordans, a baseball jersey or whatever. I don't dress like that. You know, I just don't. Ken said, I got some more shoes over here for you, sir. Okay, cool. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Shoes, not Jordans, not Adidas, none of that stuff. That's not what I wear. I don't even feel comfortable. I have a pair of gym shoes, right? I think I have no, I have two pairs of gym shoes, and they are sitting in the closet. One pair is sitting in the front room that I haven't put on since. I'm just not comfortable wearing that stuff, you know? I'm just not. Mm, mm. Kenda, I'm back. What did Troy have smart to say? Ah, he's so silly. I nuked the entire bag. I like to look good, but will change for my kids' sports. You know, I've gone from sporting events in heels and a suit. That's what's up. One of the best voices in the business, Donny Hathaway. You were meant for me right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. You know what time it is, right? It's time to do the Grubhub delivery dance. Mm, 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 mm.
Get the people you love with perks.
Grub what you love. I guess I just got my $5, right, Troy? Grubhub, a proud sponsor of Bedtime Stories here on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis in Chicago, and the bestmusicofyourlife.com. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. And for those ladies who love guys who wear baseball caps to the back, baseball jerseys, $300 gym shoes, and all of that crap, pants hanging off their butts, more power to you. More power to you, because I won't be sagging at all. Nah, not even when I'm an old man. I still won't be sagging. That is just, ugh. Anyway, you know what sagging backwards means, right? Anyway, never mind. This group was the first group to be signed to Flight Time, the label that was distributed by A&M Records, whose executive producers were Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. They put on a hell of a live show. Recently, they broke up, as most groups do, went their separate ways. The group went one way, and the lead singer, Stokely, he went another way. Hopefully, at one time, that they can get back together. It would be nice to see them because they put on a great show. In tonight's Spotlight, in Foreplay, we feature the music of Mint Condition on Bedtime Stories. Mint Condiciones. So, yep, sagging backwards. And you guys don't even, even realize where that comes from. In jail, the men who are not taken, not taken, their pants are up. The ones that are, right. So I'm just saying, if that's what you want to, if that's how you want to represent yourself, then that's cool. You know, I won't be dating any of your women. Trust me. With the long fingernails, the long eyelashes, the long this, the long that. If that's what you like, keep wearing it. Keep wearing it. You know, if that's what you like and the ladies like it, then keep wearing it. Some of the oldest guys be in the club dressed like that, you know. And I know I always talk about this. I know, it's a bad habit, you know. Yeah, the long eyelashes, it's like, that's not appealing to me. It just isn't, you know. But if that's what you like, you you know, he said you just scared of them. You know, they have just everything, and then they come out with the butt lift, Brazilian butt lifts, and their butt is all the way on their back, and then their legs look like chicken drumsticks. Snuffleupagus eyelashes. I know, right? Yep. Only Big Bird can see him. But I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, sometimes they can be cute, but if they're too long, then you look crazy. You know, if they're too long, you look like a Muppet character. I'm just saying. You look like a glamorized sock puppet. And they seem to think that is cute, but the guys like it. So it's the, they like guys that dress like that, and guys like girls that look like that. So, in the words of Billy Joel and Barry White, don't go changing, trying to please me. You never let me down before. Oh no. I mean, it looks crazy. You know, it's like, ladies, if you don't have what God gave you, then there's no need to put on butt pads and all of that stuff. If you got chicken legs and no butt, don't go out and get a Brazilian butt lift because you will look like a chicken drumstick. That's all. Two legs coming out of a big old butt. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. I hope the two of you all will be happy. You with the butt pads and the long eyelashes and the long fingernails and your breast pushed up to your neck, and the guys with the baseball caps and the sagging jeans. I hope you all will be happy together. Enjoy yourself. It's a celebration. I mean, I see even the older guys trying to dress like that. I'm like, Sir, pull up your pants, sir. Sir, excuse me, sir. Pull up your pants, sir. Mm-mm. Wonder if if the undress with the lights off, with the butt pants. I know, right? You got to know all of that is fake. You know, at the end of the night, she's gonna have to take that stuff off. 'Cause that stuff is crazy. Right, the eyelashes be on the pillow. Yeah, I know, right? Like you gotta sleep with that stuff on. Mm. Right, makeup on the pillow, eyelashes on the pillow. Crazy stuff. Wake up to a nightmare. Woke up and one of the eyelashes came off. Whoa, crazy. Mm-mm. He thought it was a bug on the pillow. Thought it was a bug on the pillow. Good Lord. That's scary. Thought it was a bug on the pillow. It was her eyelash caterpillar. She was so embarrassed. I bet she was. I bet she was embarrassed. Mm-mm. No lifts or implants needed. I know that's right. Mm-mm. say? 6:30 is coming too quick. I know that's right. Trust me, I understand. Yo, Fox. Oh, you share me. Good night, Ronnie. Good night, Miss Ronnie. Pretty brown eyes. Good night, Ronnie. By the way, for those of you who'll be up tonight, I'll be playing Whitney Houston tonight on the B sides on WVONN. What's up, Fox? Long time no see. Maybe I can get Fox to bring a plunger over here. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, the toilet looks awful. You know, my plunger broke. I guess we used it so much, the plunger just broke. It doesn't plunge anymore. You know, I fall asleep at the drop of a dime, but I'll try to stay up. I understand. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Really? Plunger is no good anymore. All gone. Mmm. Lawrence's has the best hot sauce. Mmm. I can't. But you said the plunger don't cost that much. No, it doesn't. Yeah, the only thing is all the dollar stores are closed tonight. So I was trying to get something tonight, but I understand. You don't have to lick it clean like that. Yeah, that's what she said last night. But anyway, they sure gave me a lot of crackers. Wrapping up foreplay with mint condition, pretty brown eyes, right here on Bedtime Stories. With your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, saying hello to Kanisha Fox. What's going on for Kanisha Fox? Or as I just call her Fox. Al, I forgot to tell you, don't try to flush the body parts that the hooker you killed down the toilet, only clog it. Thank you, Troy. Wait, he's so crazy, I tell you. Anyway, once again, hello to Kanisha Fox. Appreciate you. Um, haven't seen you in a while, but I really appreciate you. You know, had to post this picture right of. You remember the movie Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield? That's what I feel like now. I got my cap and gown, so I feel I feel like Rodney. I'll tell you, I'll call you when I got no class. Anyway, here are the OJs and Stairway to Heaven on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Mm-mm-mm. Woo! That hot sauce made me hot. Good night, Catherine. I know you tried. I know. Can't hang, huh? I understand. Can't hang. What you gonna do when you get here? You won't be able to hang. You'll be asleep. I don't understand. I don't get it. All y'all are younger than me and nobody can stay up. That's sad. That's a sad state of affairs, I tell you. You know how to keep me up. Yeah, I do. You know how to keep me up. Sure you do. You think they gave me enough crackers here? Lawrence's crackers. They're delicious. Maybe I should leave this door open, huh? Kind of warm in here. It's hot in here. It is hot in this desert, sucker. Sucker, sucker. What did Troy say? Oh, okay. Nothing. Okay. Thought he's going to say something smart. Smarty. Mr. Smarty Pants. Girl, if I knew you was coming, I would have got you some shrimps. You know, I'm not a greedy lover. I'm a choosy lover. Uh, yep. Lawrence's is the bomb. I would have got you some. I'd have got you a pound and a half of shrimps. You know, I don't mind sharing at all. You know, sharing is caring. Stupid. Nope, I don't mind at all. Trust me. Mm. Ah, intimate friend. Yep, Lawrence is the bomb since I was a little kid. My dad would always get my mother a pound and a half of shrimp. He'd give me a pound of fish chips, and he would get the smoked fish, or the smoked chub as they call it, which had bones mammy in it. I'm like, how do you eat this? I'll bring the plunger by for you tomorrow. Okay. I, okay. I think I can wait that long, but if you see the toilet, you'd be like, no, I better come over tonight. It looks like a crime scene in there. And I try to, take the shower head and, kind of, yeah, it looks, I'm going to try it again. But it looks awful. It looks awful. I finally got the bathtub unstopped, but it's like, ooh, looks awful. Intimate friends. Do I bring your plunger? I guess I'll just have to wait till tomorrow. Guess I just have to wait. Hopefully, it won't be too bad in the morning when I have to. I'll just pee the rest of the night. Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Probably one of the best songs he ever did. After leaving the Temptations, I mean, I loved, he's a friend and going down in smoke, because those were like gospel tinged songs, but we were always getting down in the disco to them. It was like it was different, It was like going up in smoke, we ain't got no hope, because we're going up in smoke. We were dancing to it. We didn't know that it was a gospel tune. And he's a friend. That was straight up gospel right there. He's a friend. He's a friend of mine. And then he did Going Up in Smoke. Talk to my friend again today. This is what he had to say. He said, "We're going." But if you listen to the words of the song, it's like Bible verses. Y'all don't get it, heathens. Here's a leftover from Foreplay. It's mid condition. Make me say it again, girl, on Bedtime Stories without Beyonce. Boom, boom, boom. Honey. Mm, 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 mm. The changes. Mm, mm, mm. Where is John Caldwell tonight? He must have a gig. I just thought about him when I was fingering the bass, the air bass, instead of the real one, which is over there in the corner. Y'all don't believe I know how to play bass, do you? Ugh. Guess I'm going to have to teach you young bucks a few licks there. All right, here we go. There we go. Wait a minute. There we go. All right. See, I told you I know how to play. Thank you. Thank you very much. Uh-uh. Make my bass fall. No, sir. You're all I need. I know, it looked just like it. It sure did. It sure did. Yep. That was my favorite cake of all time. Uh, what's going on, Countess? Woo! Not the original one. Do, do, do. and pity of my soul. Don't ever matter if you choose not to answer. You already know. Oh, you're the good girl. You're the good girl. You're all I need. Love that song. The original, not the not that version. Good night to my friend. Dang, none of y'all can stay up. What's really going on? That's so sad. That's so sad. Can't nobody stay up no more, huh? What you say, old age? Say it again, Fox. These women are always talking about they want a man, but they can't stay up. They can't hang with Eddie Kane. That's so sad. Can't hang. At 3 o'clock, yeah, right. That was the last track on the album, Fight the Power. That was the last track on that album. Now on one side, it was nothing but funky tunes, and then you flipped it over. You had For the Love of You, Sensuality, and Make Me Say It Again, Girl. Perfectly sequenced, because the first song, For the Love of You, that was the foreplay right there. Sensuality was the actual, yeah, the getting it on. That was the long version. That was the long song on the album. And then Make Me Say It Again, Girl. Oh, man. Isley Brothers knew what they were doing when they did that album. They're like, okay, we got the funky dance tunes, fight the fight, ain't no dance, and the heat is on. The heat is oh, moving on, and then you flip it over, it's like, wow, wow. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. I talked to Chris Jasper a few months ago, and it was like they were like a one man. They didn't need any outside artists. No outside musicians. They played everything. All the keyboard parts were played by Chris. The guitar and drum parts were played by Ernie, and everybody did some percussion. Of course, the older brothers were the singers, but and of course little brother Marvin. But that heavy bass, boy, I tell you, you can't go wrong with the Isley Brothers song. Can't go wrong with these guys either. Harry Ray, Al Goodman, Billy Brown, The Moments, With You, Bedtime Stories. Nothing to me. With that heavy bass, boy, I tell you can't go wrong with the Isley Brothers song. Can't go wrong with these guys either. Harry Ray, Al Goodman, Billy Brown, The Moments, With You, Bedtime Stories. That's that mic right there. That's that mic. With you. Loving you is easier than breathing. Love those lyrics. Woo, my last song, guys. I'm back. Good night, Ken. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Countess. Uh, And that's how you end the song. That's how you end the show. If you play your cards right, Alicia Myers, wrapping up, not foreplay, but the whole show, wrapping up bedtime stories right here on WOSD Radio, BiggsRadio.com, and of course, the best music of your life. I appreciate you guys. To Gene, aka Countess, Ken Watlington, Troy Anthony, too, Tits McGee, yeah, Kanisha Fox, everybody who chimed in this evening. I appreciate you. Have yourselves a great evening, and we'll do it again real soon, right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Kanisha Fox, I appreciate you as well. Till next time, blue skies, green lights, and peace. And I'm out. Nighty night.